And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gilcone Field for this edition of Brevard College Baseball non-conference action as the Tornadoes host the Bob Jones University Bruins, who've made the trip up from the Greenville-Spartanburg area for this non-conference matchup. These two teams met earlier in the week at Bob Jones, and game two of the two-game weekday series about 20 minutes away from first pitch. Tornadoes will send Jacob Thompson to the mound. Jacob Thompson will be getting his first career start, the freshman. Right-handed pitcher out of Gray, Georgia, Jones County High School. And Tornadoes' starting lineup will be as follows. Leading off will be the right fielder, Zach Allison. Batting second baseman, Blake Burchett. Batting third, the left fielder, Logan Clark. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Cale Ayler. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Frankie Vasquez. Batting sixth, the DH, Jason Jucker. Batting seventh, catcher Tristan Robinson. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Luke Morton. Batting ninth, the center fielder, Jack Atkinson. And as we mentioned, the pitcher is Jacob Thompson. Bob Jones starters, their lineup is as follows. Batting first, the left fielder, Colby Hagan. Batting second, the center fielder, Riley Ramsey. Batting third, the right fielder, Cole Pearson. Batting fourth is the first baseman, Zach Burt. Batting fifth is the catcher, Daniel Barcina. Batting sixth is the shortstop, Conley Burke. Batting seventh is the designated hitter, Shane Perush. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Daniel Wood. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Chad Bain. Pitcher for the Bruins will be Jerry Dunwoody. So Bruins and Tornadoes coming up at the top of the hour, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, scheduled first pitch. As Tornadoes heading towards the finish line of their regular season, we'll tell you there's still some postseason possibilities. All depends what shakes out this weekend in the USA South Conference. But the regular season home finale about to go down here at Gilcone Field. So Tornadoes and Bruins coming up shortly. Glad you're able to join us on this Thursday afternoon live from Brevard College in Brevard, North Carolina. Tornadoes and Bruins. Just moments away from first pitch here at Gil Cone Field, Bruins and Tornadoes. Bob Jones visiting the Tornadoes after these two teams squared off just 48 hours ago in Greenville. That was a 15-7 win for Brevard. And the two teams will round out their two-game non-conference home-and-home series today. On the mound for the Tornadoes, Jacob Thompson. Tornadoes defensively at third base, Frankie Vasquez. Shortstop, Luke Morton. Second base, Blake Burchett. First base, Cale Ayler. The catchers, Tristan Robinson. And in the outfield from left to right, Logan Clark, Jack Atkinson, and Zach Allison. The regular season home finale for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes have a road trip at Roanoke on the schedule for Sunday. And postseason possibilities are still a potential here for the Tornadoes, but there's going to be some scoreboard watching this weekend to see what happens throughout the USA South Conference, and looks like we're just about ready to go here. Leading off, the left fielder, number 36, Colby Hagan. So Colby Hagan will lead off for Bob Jones. He's the left fielder. And first pitch from Jacob Thompson is across the plate, strike one at 4:02 p.m. Eastern Time. Next pitch is lifted to center field. Atkinson camped out under it, and two pitches, one out, so out number one. And that'll bring up Riley Ramsey for the Bruins. Now batting the center fielder, number 5, Riley Ramsey. Bruins batting order, Hagan, Ramsey, Pearson, bat 1, 2, 3. Burke, Barcina, Zach Burke, that is, Barcina and Conley Burke, 4, 5, 6. This pitch is immediately hit to left field. First pitch swinging was Ramsey, and that's caught by Clark. So 3 pitches, 2 outs for Thompson in the Tornado defense. Now batting the right fielder, number 38, Cole Pearson. 7, 8, 9 hitters for Bruins, Perush, Wood, and Bain. So Pearson batting in the 3-hole. And first ball of the contest for Thompson. So 1-0 count here. Swing and a miss there. Fooled Pearson on that offering. And the 1-1. Off the plate outside, 2-1. Jacob Thompson, freshman, making his first career start. He has appeared in 9 games. This is appearance number 10, but his first start. Grounder here, handled by Morton at short, and he finds Cale Ayler for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning for Thompson and the Tornado defense. Very efficient start to this game for Thompson, and we'll head to the bottom of the first with your score. Brevard 0, Bob Jones 0. So first time to the plate for the Tornadoes, as Zach Allison will step into the batter's box. And first pitch from Jerry Dunwoody, the starter for the Bruins, off the plate, ball 1. And the 1-0. Able to catch the inside part of the plate there, 1-1. Dunwoody is 0-4 on the season. This is his 5th start, 9th appearance. And the pitch. Off the plate there, 2-1. Tornadoes batting order as follows. Allison, Blake Burchett, Logan Clark, 1, 2, 3. Ayler, Vasquez, Jucker, bat 4, 5, and 6. The 7, 8, 9 hitters are Tristan Robinson, Luke Morton, and Jack Atkinson. Here comes the 2-1. Able to locate there, 2-2 the count. Tornadoes in their all-black uniforms, while Bob Jones with the powder blue and white pants. That is fouled off, so the at-bat will continue for Zach Allison. Just getting started here, bottom of inning number 1. Allison, a chopper to short, and able to make the play there. Nicely done by Burke, the shortstop. And that'll bring up Blake Burchett. Now batting for Tornadoes, the second baseman, number 6, Blake Burchett. So Blake Burchett steps to the plate. Earlier this week at the Besby Athletic Awards, Burchett was named Male Athlete of the Year. Pitch here, just missing, 1-0. Burchett's hitting .385 on the season. Very impressive .509 on base percentage. He's drawn 25 walks and 10 hit by pitches. And amongst the nation's leaders in stolen bases with 35. Sensational rookie campaign here with the Tornadoes for the junior from Mooresville, North Carolina. Transfer from Lewisburg. 3-0 the count. And he draws ball 4, so add another walk to that season total. That's walk number 26 for Burchett. That'll bring up Logan Clark. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the left fielder, number 15, Logan Clark. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Burchett, the nation's leader in NCAA Division III baseball with 35 steals, one ahead of Seth Betts out of Crown, which is in Minnesota. So Blake Burchett at first base and leading the nation in the stolen base category. Pickoff throw to first, so any scouting report you would imagine would know that Burchett is a threat on those base passes. This is a base hit through the left side of the infield for Clark, and so now runners first and second for the Tornadoes. And that'll bring up Cale Ayler. Now batting for Tornadoes, the first baseman, number 26, Cale Ayler. So Ayler will step to the plate. He's the cleanup hitter for the Tornadoes in this contest. Talking about Sensational rookie campaigns. Ayler along with the player who's in the on-deck circle. As that pitch is off the plate. Ayler, a 3-time USA South Conference Rookie of the Week recipient. He's hitting .339 on the season. Team high 12 doubles. Pitch here, swing and a miss. Good looking pitch there from Jerry Dunwoody, starting hurler for the Bruins. 1-1 the count with 1 out. Runners first and second. Speed on the base pass. Burchett at second. A pickoff play to second. Burchett beats it out. That was close as Dunwoody twirled around and then fired to second. And shortstop Burke tried to execute the tag. Burchett just beat it out. And pitch there off the plate. Logan Clark, the runner at first, had 2 stolen bases on Tuesday at Bob Jones. Pitch here. Off the plate. 3-1. Cale Ayler, he was 2 for 3 with 5 RBIs against the Bruins on Tuesday. Home run to his credit. As runners are going, and Burchett is safe, and the double steal executed with Clark safe at second as well. So add another stolen base to that nation's best. He now has 36. And Clark is second on the team with 26 stolen bases. As hit by pitch there, and that'll load the bases. As Ayler heads to first. So Tornadoes in business here. Just 1 out. Frankie Vasquez. Now batting for your Tornadoes, third baseman number 19, Frankie Vasquez. So big opportunity here for Vasquez. With the bases loaded and 1 out. The reigning USA South Conference Rookie of the Week. He has 4 of those awards to his credit this season. So combined with his teammate Cale Ayler, the base runner at first, 7 USA South Conference Rookie of the Week awards between the 2 freshmen. And the pitch. This is lifted to left field, and it's going to drop in front of the left fielder of the Bruins. 2 runs come home to score as Burchett and Clark with the headfirst slide. And the Tornadoes 2-0 on the 2 RBI single by Vasquez. And just like that, Tornadoes in control. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the DH number 2, Jason Jucker. So Jason Jucker steps to the plate. More RBI opportunities with this appearance at the plate for Jucker. 1 out, runners first and second. Jucker fouls that back. Vasquez had a big game in the first game against Bob Jones earlier this week as well. 3 for 4, 2 RBIs. Add 2 more RBIs here. So in the 2-game series, he's now 4 for 5, 4 RBIs. This is lifted also to left field. And runners retreat back to their stations. That's out number 2. As Hagan made that play and left. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the catcher, number 16, Tristan Robinson. So that'll bring up Tristan Robinson. Runners first and second, now 2 outs. The pitch from Dunwoody, wild outside. Check that inside and over the head of Robinson. 1-0 the count. Big cut there from Robinson, but Dunwoody able to get that pitch by him. So Tornadoes ahead 2-0 after the 2 RBI single by Frankie Vasquez. Scored Clark and Blake Burchett. Here's the 1-1. Called strike 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Dunwoody versus Robinson. The pitch. Inside. Count runs full. And the pitch. Swing and a miss there, so Dunwoody able to strike out Robinson, strand a couple base runners, but the Tornadoes able to score 2 runs on 2 hits. The Vasquez 2 RBI single, the difference maker. Your score at the end of 1 inning, Brevard 2, Bob Jones 0. So top of inning number 2, 2-0 Tornadoes, and Jacob Thompson, after a very efficient opening frame. Just 7 pitches in a 1-2-3 inning. Very well done by Thompson to get his first collegiate start up and running. Meanwhile, there is some action in the Tornadoes bullpen. The count. Pitch there off the plate, 3-0. Maybe some pitchers just getting some extra work in here. So ball 4, and runner aboard. First base runner for the Bruins is Zach Burke. That'll bring up Barcina. Now batting the catcher, number 12, Daniel Barcina. So Barcina will step to the plate. 1 on, nobody out, top of the second. Jacob Thompson, the right-hander. Beautiful pitch there. Completely fooling Barcina. And Thompson able to get ahead 0-1. Runners going, and the hit and run. Actually, runners held at second, so base hit results in runners now first and second. The runner was going on the play. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Conley Burke. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Conley Burke. He's a senior. Thompson locating well there. Finding the catcher's mitt of Tristan Robinson. And the 0-1. That time in the dirt, Robinson able to lasso it in, keep those runners right where they are at first and second. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off. 1-2. And that'll be ruled foul. And Tornadoes may have caught a break there, the fact that that was foul, because Robinson fired that off to third and did not find Vasquez in the process, and may have resulted in base runners gaining an advantage. 1-2 the count, no outs. Thompson versus Conley Burke. The pitch. Another chopper down the third base line. Frankie Vasquez goes up high. What a play there by Vasquez. Talking about doing the little things. Going up high, bringing that down, stepping on third to get the force out. So now first and second. Now batting the DH, number 20, Shane Peruche. Great play there defensively on the hot corner by Vasquez to get that lead runner. Now 1 down. And first pitch swinging is Perush. That's going to be handled by Allison in shallow right field. And now 2 down in runners first and second. Bring up Wood. Now batting third baseman number 29, Daniel Wood. So Wood will step to the plate. He's the 8-hole hitter. Freshman from Westchester, Pennsylvania. This is a base hit, and runners will be held. Allison was all over that in right field, but another base hit for the Bruins, and now bases are loaded with 2 outs. Now batting the second baseman number 1, Chad Bain. I'll bring up Chad Bain. He's the 9-hole hitter, starting second baseman. Junior out of Eastleigh, South Carolina. So bases are juiced. There are 2 outs. The pitch from Thompson. Able to locate that off-speed offering. 0-1. This is driven to center field. Atkinson able to take care of business in center. 3 base runners will be stranded as Thompson and the Tornadoes able to get out of the inning without any damage. We'll head to the bottom of the second with your score. Brevard 2, Bob Jones 0.
Brevard College is because of the way we
our students make
And first pitch to Morton fouled off there, so strike 1. Luke Morton getting the start at shortstop. Jason Jucker gets to play in the DH role, regular shortstop for the Tornadoes this season. Morton making his 4th start. Of his career as a Tornado, the freshman out of Wake Forest, North Carolina, Heritage High School. Two one the count. Pitch there, located well. 2-2. Tornadoes with a 2-0 lead, each team with 2 hits thus far. Bottom of the second. And great play there, a diving stop of a sharply hit line drive down the first base line by Zach Burke, the first baseman of the Bruins, for out number 1. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the center fielder, number 9, Jack Atkinson. So I'll bring up Jack Atkinson, starting center fielder. Atkinson can transition from the ballpark and the baseball uniform to the formal wear as one of the MCs of the Best Bees Athletic Awards. Did a great job there. The president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. And a graduating senior. The pitch showing bunt, but that pitch off the plate, so Atkinson lays off of it. 2-1 the count. Atkinson took that pitch, but it did catch the outside part of the plate. The senior from Piedmont, South Carolina, Wren High School. And the 2-2. This is lifted to center field, and that's going to be out number 2. And back to the top of the order we go, and Zach Allison. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the right fielder, number 4, Zach Allison. So Allison will step to the plate. Good look there of Allison, the leadoff hitter for the Nados. Junior from nearby Hendersonville. The pitch. Inside 1-1. Two-1 the count with 2 outs. Bases empty. And the pitch. Low outside, ball 3. Here's the 3-1. Fouled off. Might have caught a lower extremity there of Allison. He shakes it off and heads back to the batter's box. Allison entering this afternoon with a .319 batting average. 7 doubles. And the 3-2. Check swing foul, but actually stays in fair territory. Initially looked like a foul, then a acrobatic play by the Bruins defensively to get out number 3 there. Bruins had a couple exceptional defensive plays in that half inning to retire the Tornadoes. We'll head to the top of the 3rd with your score. Brevard 2, Bob Jones 0.
Our students make a difference in the world. They leave our program and they are prepared to be amazing, competent teachers who nurture and build a learning community in their own classrooms, wherever that is.
These turtles, they're more than, a few thousand years old. The species was actually a few million years old, so they're very old species.
I think one of the main things that I do bring to the kids is that I have a passion for what I do, and that carries over to my enthusiasm when I teach. By being excited about what I'm doing, I get the kids excited about learning.
Our students make a difference in the world.
Back to action here at Gilcone Field, top of inning number 3. And Jacob Thompson will go back to work. That was his 23rd pitch. 2-0 now the count. Leadoff hitter for the Bruins, Colby Hagan. So Hagan, Ramsey, Pearson top the order for Bob Jones University due up here. Swing and a miss there. 2-1. This is lifted to left center field, and Clark will make the play for out number 1. Now batting the center fielder number 5, Riley Ramsey. So that'll bring up Ramsey. And first pitch to Ramsey. Swing and a miss. Well, we've been mentioning that first game of this 2-game non-conference series, which took place on Tuesday, gave the Tornadoes their 20th win of the season. And the Tornadoes did it with a 15-run output on 15 hits. And swing and a miss there, and strikeout for Thompson. So Thompson able to get his first strikeout. And that'll bring up Pearson. Now batting number 38, Cole Pearson. So Pearson steps to the plate. The 3-hole hitter for Bob Jones. Pearson, freshman from Anderson, South Carolina. And Pearson hits this up the middle of the infield. Burchett, a spectacular play. And what a play there. Blake Burchett, and then Cale Ayler completes the equation. Brilliantly done there by the Tornadoes. Great job once again by Jacob Thompson. It all adds up to a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 3rd. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd with your score. Brevard 2, Bob Jones 0.
Brevard College is special because of the way we teach, because we have classes that allow us to teach in the way that we like, which is experiential. Where we are, if you like the outdoors, Man, we have great luck with cyclists coming here. There's something in the water about cycling in Brevard, or fly fishing, or just hiking. We have outstanding music. The music program here is wonderful. There's just a number of things to be said about Brevard College.
So leading off for the Tornadoes will be Blake Burchett after a sensational defensive play by Burchett. And there's a good look at him there as he steps to the plate from the right side. Burchett was able to reach base in his first at-bat. And after drawing a walk to reach first, he advanced to second on a Logan Clark single. A double steal by Burchett and Clark. Burchett raising his nation's best stolen base total to 36 on the play. Got Burchett to third and Clark to second, and then Frankie Vasquez with a single to shallow left field drove in the 2 runs, and just like that, the Tornadoes ahead 2-0. Burchett, the Brevard College Male Athlete of the Year, won that award against some tough competition across the sports here at Brevard College. Meanwhile, Dunwoody able to win that battle, gets the strikeout, and that'll bring up Logan Clark. Now batting for your Tornadoes, left fielder number 15, Logan Clark. And there's a look at Clark as he settles in for his second at-bat, and well struck, but right fielder Pearson right where he needed to be to make that play. And just like that, 2 outs. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the first baseman, number 26, Cale Ayler. And the 1-0. Grounder here, and runner aboard Cale Ayler. So that'll be ruled an error. I'm going to bring up Frankie Vasquez. Now batting for your Tornadoes, third baseman number 19, Frankie Vasquez. And there's a look at Frankie Vasquez, the reigning USA South Conference Rookie of the Week, a 4-time winner of that award. It's just a sensational statistic. So 2-0 the count with 2 outs. Runner at first. That's Cale Ayler, the base runner, after reaching base via the error. Pitch here across the plate for the strike. And runner's going to advance there on a wild pitch from Dunwoody. So now runner in scoring position. There are 2 outs with Frankie Vasquez at the plate. Vasquez with 33 RBIs on the season after 2 earlier in this game. He's 3rd on the team in that department, behind Jason Jucker and Cale Ayler. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. The pitch to Vasquez. This baseball travels a mile high but foul and eventually lands on top of the Tornado dugout. Frankie Vasquez, freshman from Pembroke Pines, Florida, Cooper City High School. Southern part of Brevard County, not too far from Hard Rock Stadium. Pitch off the plate there. Ball 4. So runners first and second. That'll bring up Jason Jucker. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the designated hitter number 2, Jason Jucker. So there's a look at Jucker, one of the seniors who was honored this past Sunday out of Altamont Springs, Florida, central part of the state. And the pitch there across the plate, 0-1. All-time hits leader for the Tornadoes in the NCAA era. And this season, leading the team with 39 RBIs. He has a chance here with 2 aboard to add to that total. A sensational career for Jucker. Such a big part of this program over his 4 years, as this is lifted to right field, and that'll be out number 3. So Dunwoody able to get out of another jam there, and we'll head to the top of the 4th with your score: Brevard 2, Bob Jones 0. So Jacob Thompson's appearance continues for the Tornadoes. He's been excellent thus far in his first collegiate start. 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. He's been very efficient as well. 32 total pitches, 22 strikes. First pitch off the mark there. Well, by the way, the Bob Jones Bruins, a member of their coaching staff, may be a familiar name to NATO Nation. Kyle Morrison, assistant coach, graduated in 2017 from Brevard College. As this is driven right up the middle of the infield, and that's going to be a base hit for Zach Burke. That'll bring up Barcina. Now batting the catcher, number 12, Daniel Barcina. So Barcina will step to the plate with a runner aboard. So Morrison played 4 years for the Tornadoes, over 100 career games. Obviously, many of those right here at Gilcone Field. Career batting average of .298. First baseman for the Tornadoes. Originally from Jamestown, North Carolina. So great to see Morrison, Kyle Morrison, back on campus. Saw him checking out some of the new facilities here. Things have changed quite a bit since he graduated. As this is lifted deep to center field, almost to the warning track. But that'll be out number 1. And Burke will retreat back to first base. And that'll bring up Conley Burke. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Conley Burke. So great to have Kyle Morrison back on campus. Best of luck to him as he continues his coaching career. And meanwhile, back to action here. And first pitch, a called strike to Conley Burke. Runner going and caught stealing. Great play there. Once again, Burchett executing the tag. So Burchett's had a couple dandy plays defensively in this game. And hey, big hat tip to Tristan Robinson with that throw to second as well. So the Tornadoes able to gun down the base runner. Now with 2 outs, this is lifted to center field. Atkinson's on the move. He covers a lot of ground out there in center field, and he'll make out number 3. So Tornadoes able to quickly make work of Bob Jones and get out of that inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th with your score here at Gilcone Field. Brevard 2, Bob Jones 0. So due up here for the Tornadoes in the bottom of the fourth, Tristan Robinson, Luke Morton, and Jack Atkinson. First pitch to Robinson inside, ball one. So 7, 8, 9 hitters, and Tornadoes would like nothing more than to add some insurance to their 2-0 lead at the moment. Meanwhile, we mentioned how well the starter for the Tornadoes, Jacob Thompson, has looked. Jerry Dunwoody, other than giving up that RBI single to Vasquez, which wasn't a particularly hard hit base hit, has looked pretty good himself. Dunwoody, 3 complete innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Now his pitch total much higher than Thompson's. Is now over 65 pitches and gives up a base on balls there. So runner aboard for Luke Morton. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the shortstop, number 3, Luke Morton. So that'll bring up Morton. And we'll get a quick look there to Morton. And laying down a bunt there is Morton. And the sacrifice bunt executed. So runner now at second. And that'll bring up Jack Atkinson. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the center field, number 9, Jack Atkinson. So quick look at Atkinson there, and the senior squaring up here with the runner at second. Opportunity here for Atkinson. First pitch swinging Atkinson. This is popped up and able to make the play there, the shortstop, Burke. For out number 2, top of the order we go, Zach Allison due up. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the right fielder, number 4, Zach Allison. So Zach Allison will step to the plate. Where's number 4 for the Tornadoes? With a base runner at second, that's Tristan Robinson. Robinson walked and then was moved over to second on a sacrifice bunt by Luke Morton. And the 0-1, runner going. Called strike. And that'll be a stolen base for Robinson. That'll be the second stolen base of the season for Tristan Robinson. So the catcher showing some of that prowess on the base pass, and the stolen base pays off because there's run number 3 for the Tornadoes on the RBI single by Zach Allison. And Tornadoes add one more run to their total. I'll bring up Blake Burchett. Now batting for Tornadoes, second baseman number 6, Blake Burchett. So nice job by Zach Allison to drive home Tristan Robinson. Hey, great base running by Tristan Robinson, advancing the second on a sac bunt and then a stolen base and run scored. 4th run scored of the season for Robinson. And for Allison, that was RBI number 19. Pitch to Burchett. Slices this down the right field line in fair territory, and that'll be out number 3. So runner stranded. However, the Tornadoes able to get a run in the process there in the bottom of the 4th. We'll head to the top of the 5th with your score. Brevard 3, Bob Jones 0. Peruche, Wood, and Bain due up for the Bruins. And give you a quick look there at Peruche, senior from Colorado. And the pitch. Grounder here. Luke Morton able to make the play there to Ayler for out number 1. Now batting third baseman number 29, Daniel Wood. So Wood will come to the plate. He's a freshman from Pennsylvania. And Thompson continuing his efficient outing. .41 pitches, and already here in the 5th inning as this is driven down the third base line. So nice piece of hitting there by Wood. And runner aboard. Wood has a 2-for-2 day going. And that'll bring up Bain. Now batting second baseman number 1, Chad Bain. So that'll bring up Bain with a runner aboard. Bob Jones out of Greenville, South Carolina, just down the road from us here in Brevard. Hard hit ground ball handled by Vasquez to Burchett, and the Tornadoes with the 5-4-3 double play. Well executed there as Burchett able to turn that and fire it off to Ayler after Vasquez got things started. And the Tornadoes able to retire the Bruins once again. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th with your score. Brevard 3, Bob Jones 0. So heart of the order for the Tornadoes, Clark, Ayler, and Vasquez. Clark 1 for 2 thus far today, and Dunwoody will go back to work in his 5th inning of work. Both pitchers pitching well. Jacob Thompson's been outstanding. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs. Strikeout and a walk in just 43 pitches. Dunwoody has exerted a lot more energy, and his pitch count shows it. 75 pitches, 3 runs on 3 hits, but overall has pitched awfully well himself. Meanwhile, Logan Clark, who won the USA South Conference Rookie Player of the Year last year, looking to get things started for the Tornadoes here. Clark scored a run back in the bottom of the 1st. And Clark rips this foul. Ends up landing in kind of golf ball style, rolls up Savannah Hill. And called strike there, so Dunwoody able to get his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. That'll bring up Cale Ayler. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the first baseman, number 26, Cale Ayler. So Ayler will step to the plate. First pitch swings, Ayler, that's fouled off. 70 degrees currently here at Gilcone Field. Temperatures hit 73 a couple hours ago. As this is fouled off. A few fluffy clouds floating in that blue sky beyond us. No threat of precipitation. 0-2 the count with 1 out. And the pitch. Outside, 1-2. Bases empty, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Ayler at the plate, Vasquez on deck, Jerry Dunwoody with the delivery. And he's able to get another strikeout there, and put out goes 2-3. Strikeout number 4 for Dunwoody. Back-to-back strikeouts this inning for the Bruin. That'll bring up Frankie Vasquez. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the third baseman, number 19, Frankie Vasquez. So Frankie Vasquez, the sensational freshman for the Tornadoes. What a impact he has made. Since arriving here in the mountains from South Florida. And Vasquez blasts this to center field, and that'll be out number 3. So the quickest inning of the contest for Dunwoody. So he's able to efficiently take care of the Tornadoes there. 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the top of the 6th with your score. Brevard 3, Bob Jones 0.
Experiential learning is pivotal in the business and organizational leadership program because it allows us to prepare our students for the real world, for the work.
So Colby Hagan will step to the plate. He's the leadoff hitter for the Bruins, 0 for 2 on the day. And Jacob Thompson will go back to work. Incredibly efficient, 43 pitches through 5 innings. And just missing there with his first offering to Hagan. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Has not allowed an extra base hit. 7 flyouts, 5 groundouts. And swing and a miss there. 2-1 the count. So sensational first career collegiate start for Jacob Thompson. His 10th appearance overall for the Tornadoes. Obviously the first 9 coming out of the bullpen. As that's fouled off by Hagan. Native of Gray, Georgia, which is just outside of Macon. As this is chopped and handled by Thompson. Great play by Thompson. The unassisted put out by the pitcher, Jacob Thompson. And Thompson showing off a little speed there himself. So out number 1. Thompson helps his own cause. That'll bring up Ramsey. Now batting center field, number 5. Riley Ramsey. Thompson will go back to work here. Grounder here, handled by Vasquez. That is deep in the corner, so runner will advance to second on the errant throw. It'll be a base hit and then advancing to second on the E5, so a hit and an error on the play. That was very difficult, high degree of difficulty there for Vasquez if he were to pull that off. Meanwhile, this brings up Pearson. Now batting right field, number 38, Cole Pearson. So Pearson will step to the plate, and Bob Jones suddenly with lucrative opportunity. Runner at second, 1 out. Called strike. And the pitch from Thompson. High inside. This is lifted to right field, and Zach Allison able to make the play there. And Thompson, you gotta like his awareness. He sprinted behind Vasquez, ready to back up Vasquez. Had there been a throw to third, the runner was tagging up there. And really heady play, proactive. Now batting first baseman number 14, Zach Burke. So Thompson not only getting it done on the mound, but doing all the little things. So now 2 outs, runner on second. That's high and inside. Zach Burke, cleanup hitter for the Bruins. Sophomore first baseman, also listed as a pitcher. North Carolina native, out of Lake Waccamaw. And this is driven to center field, and nicely done there. Thompson and the Tornado defense able to get out of that jam. Strand a Bruin base runner. And another 0 on the board for the Bruins as Thompson continues his sensational debut. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th with your score, Brevard 3, Bob Jones 0.
History is everything. It's every discipline. It's music, it's art, it's economics, it's politics. And so students who study history end up with the ability to look critically at every discipline. This is a skill you can use in any field.
I chose Brevard mostly because of the experiential education, and their history program really sold me over. The variety of history classes that they offer. You have classes like History of Stuff, where you learn the commodification of history and how that's affected how we are today. That class really forces you to examine yourself and how you consume goods and how you're living in the world and how is that affecting the world around you.
So due up for the Tornadoes, Jucker, Robinson, Morton, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Tornadoes. And going back to work on the mound for the Bruins is Jerry Dunwoody, as this is hammered foul. That ball travels a mile up towards the disc golf course. That Jucker, big part of the founding of the disc golf club here at Brevard College. As this is grounded foul. Beautiful disc golf course, open to the public here at Brevard College. In fact, the entire campus is an open campus for the local community to come and enjoy. And if you want to just take a stroll, walk your dog, play some disc golf, perhaps take a few laps around the Frank Patton track. Beautiful place to check out, especially this time of year as spring is blooming. 1-2 the count and the pitch. Grounded foul, so Jucker hammering away with these foul balls. Starting to see a little bit of movement in the respective bullpens, but the way these two starters are pitching, could probably keep on rolling with them. Pitch count starting to edge up a little for Dunwoody. This will be pitch number 89, as that's off the plate. 2-2 the count to Jucker. Jason Jucker, one of the 4 seniors honored. He'll be graduating with a Brevard College diploma in hand in just a matter of weeks. And the 3-2 from Dunwoody. This is blasted to left field all the way back to the warning track. And Jucker, who had a home run earlier this season, blasted that to left. But flagged down there by Hagan. That'll bring up Tristan Robinson. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the catcher, number 16, Tristan Robinson. So Robinson will step to the plate. Robinson has scored a run, also a stolen base. In this game 2 of a 2-game series between these two non-conference, call them regional foes. Bob Jones made the trip up from Greenville this afternoon, as this is grounded to left. And runner aboard, that's Thompson. And that'll bring up Luke Morton. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the shortstop, number 3, Luke Morton. So Luke Morton will step to the plate. Morton, freshman from Wake Forest, North Carolina, Heritage High School. So several freshmen in today's lineup. Future for the Tornadoes, as well as the present. Brevard 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. Bob Jones 0 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. And runner at first for Luke Morton. Base runner Tristan Robinson. The 1-1. Grounded down the third base line, and that'll be a fielder's choice, so the lead runner Robinson is erased. Morton now the base runner at first. And that'll bring up Jack Atkinson. Now batting for Tornadoes, the center fielder, number 9, Jack Atkinson. So Atkinson will step to the plate. And the pitch. Inside 1-0. Well, Tornadoes under the direction of head coach Mike Victory in his 3rd season. Assistant coach is Rob Julian. Volunteer assistant coaches Steve Huckey and Jacob Dennis. Brevard College baseball coaching staff. This is lifted to right center field, and covering a lot of ground out there was the center fielder of Bob Jones, Riley Ramsey. He's able to flag down that high and long fly ball, and that'll be the end of the 6th inning. And as we head to the top of the 7th, your score, Brevard 3, Bob Jones 0.
I think one of my favorite things about psychology is that everything we're learning in class really applies to people's lives. Oftentimes, experiential learning in psychology is talking about what you do at your athletic practice today, or how does this relate to your relationship with people in your dorm room. Even in my intro level classes, students who maybe are just taking it as a gen ed, they have the ability to take what they're learning in class and apply it to their daily lives.
When I first heard the term experiential learning, I was thinking, oh, people must just like go outside and run around or something. But now that I've been at Brevard College, I've realized it's really about understanding how you can apply the things that you learn in class with what you're doing in real life, and thinking about when you study things, it's not just for an exam, it's something that you can use in your everyday thought process.
So Barcina, Conley Burke, and Perush due up for the visitors from Bob Jones. Barcina, the sophomore from Cape Coral, Florida. Sports management major. Cape Coral on the Gulf Coast, southwest part of Florida, as this is hammered foul. Oh, 2 the count. Barcina, the starting catcher, bats from the left side. The pitch. Off the plate, 1-2. Jacob Thompson continuing his appearance. Season-long and career-long innings pitched, naturally. He has been outstanding. There is some movement in the Tornado bullpen. Keep an eye on that. Also movement in the Bob Jones bullpen. We've seen a pitcher up early in the game, way back in the first inning, but that was clearly just getting some bullpen work in, some midweek work. Tornadoes don't play many of these midweek games, so certainly different schedules happening in terms of the pitchers staying conditioned throughout the week. As this is lifted to left field and Logan Clark able to make the play for out number 1. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Conley Burke. So I'll bring up Conley Burke, starting shortstop for the Bruins. First pitch off the plate, outside, ball 1. That's fouled off. 1-1 the count. Burke 0 for 2 today. Thompson has just done a sensational job limiting these Bruin bats. As this is fouled off. He's allowed just 5 hits, no runs. All 5 hits, singles. And there's another single. So hit number 6 for the Bruins. Runner at first. I'll bring up Perush. Now batting the DH, number 20, Shane Perush. So Shane Perush will step to the plate. Designated hitter. Senior for the Bruins. And first pitch locates there nicely. Strike 1. Well, coming down the home stretch of Brevard College Tornado Athletic Spring Sports, men's lacrosse will have their senior day on Saturday. So I hope you can come out and support the men's lacrosse team, honor that senior class. That'll be noon Saturday when the Tornadoes host Piedmont at Ives Lamel Family Field. That pitch fools Perush. 1-2 the count. Tennis went to Rome, Georgia, men's and women's tennis teams. They qualified for the first time in several years for postseason play. Made it to the USA South Conference Championship Tournament. So congratulations to the men's and women's tennis team. They were in action today, had some tough matchups against number 1 seeded Averett on the women's side, NC Wesleyan on the men's side. Top seed advances in both those matches. So congratulations again to the tennis teams who should be arriving back on campus later this evening. 1-2 the count with 1 out. Pitch there outside. 2-2. Then we'll keep an eye on the USA South Conference matchups this weekend and see how the scenarios play out and see if the Tornadoes will indeed play in the postseason in baseball. It's a beautiful pitch there and called strike. Jacob Thompson, ladies and gentlemen, his second strikeout of the game, just absolutely freezing Perush. That'll bring up Wood. Now batting third baseman number 29, Daniel Wood. Oh, what a pitch there by Thompson. Thompson, this will be his 75th pitch here in the 7th inning. incredible efficiency. And he locates that pitch as well, and he's starting to feel these breaking balls and these off-speed pitches, and the Bruins having trouble sizing those offerings up. One the count with 2 outs. Runner at first. 3-0 Tornadoes on top. The pitch from Thompson. High. 2-1. Tornadoes riding a 4-game win streak, as this is driven right up the middle of the infield, sort of a seeing eye single. And that well-placed single by Wood will give the Bruins runners first and second, and that'll bring up Chad Bain. Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Chad Bain. So opportunity here for the Bruins. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And Thompson will go back to work here. And that was a dangerous pitch there up towards the helmet area of Bain. Bain able to get his bat up and foul that off. And promptly right back in the batter's box. 0-1 the count, the pitch. Fouled off again, so 0-2. So Thompson able to get ahead of Bain. Starting second baseman for the Bruins. Runners first and second. Burke, the runner at second. Wood, the runner at first. Tying run is at the plate. Key moment here in this low-scoring contest. Pitch here. This is driven to left field, and runners held, so that'll load the bases. Clark did a nice job of tracking that down quickly, and the Bruins conservative with the base running, holding the runner at third. And that'll bring up Hagan, top of the order. Now batting the left fielder, number 36, Colby Hagan. So Hagan will step to the plate. Out of Monroe, Georgia, the freshman. Pitch here, swing and a miss. So fastball from Thompson blows that by Hagan. Bases loaded. Tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate. Tornadoes with a 3-0 lead. Have to be careful here. The pitch, swing and a miss. Able to get another offering right past the leadoff hitter, Hagan. And just like that, Thompson's ahead of Hagan, 0-2. This is blooped to left field. A softly hit fly ball that is handled by Logan Clark. 3 runners stranded. Thompson able to extinguish the Bruins once again. We'll head to the 7th inning stretch with your score. Brevard 3, Bob Jones 0.
A graduate of the Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is equipped with the core skills to be successful in any field. So what can students do after they graduate? Anything they want. And what I mean by that is an outdoor professional runs businesses, they balance budgets, they hire staff, they create programs, they run events, they manage risk, they create emergency action plans, they do a whole host of skills that are applicable in any field. What we train our students to do that's foremost is how to think critically, how to solve problems that have real-life consequences in a high-intensity environment. And those core skills are transferable. So employers are looking for people who can make ethical decisions, who can communicate well, who can think critically and solve problems.
So to the top of the order we go for the Tornadoes here in the bottom of the 7th. Head 3-0. Certainly an insurance run wouldn't hurt. Cesar Rodriguez loosening up in the Tornadoes bullpen, the crafty left-hander. Starting pitcher Jacob Thompson has been outstanding in his first collegiate start. Meanwhile, Dunwoody continuing his appearance, and he's able to retire Zach Allison with a fly out there for out number 1. And that'll bring up Blake Burchett. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the second baseman, number 6, Blake Burchett. So Blake Burchett steps to the plate. Dunwoody over 100 pitches now. And this is grounded down the third base line. And Burchett rounding second after an errant throw. He slides into third. There was almost a second possibility for Burchett to take another base and come all the way home, but backing up nicely. You know, we've been talking about the pitcher backing up defensively, and Dunwoody may have saved a run there by backing up his third baseman. That'll be ruled a base hit and a 2-base error on the throw. Now batting for your Tornadoes, number 15, Logan Clark. And that'll bring up Logan Clark in the meantime. So wild play there. Burchett beats out the throw for the base hit. The throw ends up errant, and Burchett, the wheels on Burchett as he slid into third. Then that throw was off the mark, but backed up nicely by Dunwoody, saving a run. But meanwhile, 1 out, and the speedy Burchett on third as Clark hits this deep to right field. It's going to make its way all the way to the warning track. Clark rounding second, heading to third, and that's going to be an RBI triple for Logan Clark. And that's a Tornado RBI triple for Logan Clark. So big time piece of hitting there from Clark. And the lead extended to 4-0, and now a visit to the mound for the coaches from Bob Jones. So likely we'll have a pitching change here. Your score, Brevard 4, Bob Jones 0. So pitching change for the Bruins, Henry Wallach entering the contest. He's a senior from Roswell, Georgia. his 11th appearance. Interestingly enough, his first relief appearance. He's started the previous 10 games that he's played, 3 complete games. Leads the team in innings pitched. 2-3 record, 6.92 ERA, Henry Wallach. Meanwhile, Logan Clark with that RBI triple, his 4th of the season, which leads the Tornadoes. And he's able to drive in his 26th run of the year, scoring his teammate Blake Burchett. And that'll bring up Cale Ayler. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the first baseman, number 26, Cale Ayler. So Ayler will step to the plate as Tornadoes able to get the insurance run, looking to add on even more here, ahead 4-0. As Wallach will go to work here against Ayler. First pitch from Wallach fouled off. You can already tell a bit of a different style compared to Dunwoody. Four runs on 6 hits for the Tornadoes. Pitch. This is fouled off. Cale Ayler, the freshman from Charlotte, Cox Mill High School, 3-time USA South Conference Rookie of the Week. First baseman bats from the left side. Runner at third, the pitch. This is lifted. And Clark tags up, and he's going to score easily. You could see the speed of Clark there. So sacrifice fly RBI for Ayler. Tornadoes ahead 5-0 as Clark comes home. And that'll bring up Frankie Vasquez. Now batting for your Tornadoes, third baseman number 19, Frankie Vasquez. So Vasquez will step to the plate. Now base is empty, 2 outs, but Tornadoes have been able to get 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th to stretch their lead to 5-0. And Vasquez puts this into play, and he reaches base. So pinch hitting for the Tornadoes, Christian Ezel steps to the plate, one of those seniors who was honored on Sunday. Meanwhile, he has a base runner aboard, which is Frankie Vasquez. That was ruled a error on the shortstop. So another error for the Bruins. Their 3rd of the game. And meanwhile, Christian Ezel stepping to the plate. Brevard's leader in home runs. Now, at the start of the game, it was pointed out to us that the wind was blowing out directly to center. Straight out, and with some significant gusts at times, but it's shifted. It's now blowing in a little bit. As called strike 3 there to Ezel. Wallach able to take care of Ezel and strand the base runner. But the Tornadoes able to get 2 more on the board. We'll head to the top of the 8th with your score. Brevard 5, Bob Jones 0. Back to action here at the Gilcone Field. Tornadoes leading 5-0, top of inning number 8. Jacob Thompson continuing his spectacular starting appearance thus far. 7 innings pitched. Has not allowed a run. And swing and a miss there. He has been difficult for these Bruin hitters to figure out. He's allowed 8 hits, all singles. Swing and a miss there. And another strikeout for Thompson. That's his 3rd. And he retires another Bruin. Now batting the right fielder, number 38, Cole Pearson. That'll bring up Pearson. So now 7 1/3 innings pitched of shutout baseball for Thompson in his first collegiate start. Pitch here, inside, ball 1. Or check that, strike, able to get the inside part of the plate. So Thompson ahead 0-1. Everything working for the freshman. Until that, which is looks like a hit by pitch. So blame the announcer on that one. A little ahead of himself. A runner at first. That'll bring up Zach Burke. Now batting first baseman number 14, Zach Burke. The old announcer's jinx. You see it in basketball quite a bit. A guy's hasn't missed a free throw and you mention it and he misses one. Runner at first, 1 out. Top of inning number 8. So Bruins down to their final 5 outs. Jacob Thompson, 90 pitches, very efficient. As this is grounded to Vasquez. Vasquez to Burchett. Burchett to Ayler for the double play. And the Tornadoes able to blank Bob Jones once again. And Thompson continues his successful starting debut as a college baseball player. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. With your score, Brevard 5, Bob Jones 0. So Tristan Robinson will lead off for the Tornadoes, followed by Luke Morton and Jack Atkinson. First pitch swinging is Robinson, and Bruins able to get out number 1 as Wood handles it at the third base position. That'll bring up Luke Morton. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the shortstop, number 3, Luke Morton. So Morton steps to the plate. And the pitch. Across the plate. Strike 1. Henry Wallach in relief of Bob Jones' starter, Jerry Dunwoody. Book is closed on Dunwoody. 6 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. He threw 106 pitches. This is sliced down the right field line and out of play. Looks like there may be a pinch hitter on deck for the Tornadoes. Number 55, Jonathan Graves with a bat in his hand. 1-2 the count with 1 out. Base is empty. The pitch grounded to short. It's going to be a close play at first, but well done there by Zach Burke to dig that out of the dirt a little bit at first base. And that'll bring up Jonathan Graves. Now batting for your Tornadoes, number 55, Jonathan Graves. So Graves will pinch hit in the 9 hole for senior Jack Atkinson. Hey, a hat tip to Jack Atkinson. Yeah, one of several seniors who've just done so much here for this program, and as he is pinch hit for here for the younger generation, freshman Jonathan Graves out of Gastonia, North Carolina. Another pinch hitter looks like maybe on deck for the Nados. Meanwhile, 2 outs here. Nobody on, as that's fouled off. Tornadoes 20-15 on the season, looking for win number 21. Jonathan Graves getting a at-bat here. He pops it up. It'll be squeezed by the first baseman, Burke, for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Brevard 5, Bob Jones 0. So Barcina will lead things off here for the Bruins. Last chance for the Bruins. Barcina, Burke, and Perush due up here in the top of the 9th. And meanwhile, Jacob Thompson, a starting debut for the ages here. Has already pitched 8 complete innings, shutting out the Bruins. Has not allowed a base hit or an extra base hit. He's allowed 8 singles and really limited the Bruins all game. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and very efficient. 92 pitches, and we're in the 9th inning. There's just been 1 complete game this season by Tornado pitchers, and that by Matthew Scavato, the senior. Pitch here. Fouled off. 0-2. Jacob Thompson. Big time statement here in the home regular season finale at Gilcone Field. Pitch here. This is driven up the middle of the infield for a base hit. So runner aboard. Now batting number 9, Conley Burke. And that'll bring up Conley Burke, the shortstop, 6-hole hitter. With a runner at first, Burke is 1 for 3 on the day. That pitch inside, ball 1. Perush on deck. Wood in the hole. And the pitch. Lifted to right field, and Micah Johnson, who was a defensive substitution in right field, will make the play there. By the way, Graves stayed in the game at center field. And that'll bring up Shane Perush. Now batting the DH number 20, Shane Perush. So Daniel Wood on deck. Bruins down to their final 2 outs. Runner at first. And the pitch. Inside, 1-0. Snap throw on that pitch that was outside by Robinson. Perush at the plate, 0 for 3 on the day. Tornadoes riding a 4-game win streak, looking for win number 5 in a row. Looking for win number 21 on the season. Pitch from Thompson. And that'll be runners first and second. For Daniel Wood. Now batting third baseman number 29, Daniel Wood. Wood 3 for 3 on the day. So the most productive hitter in Bob Jones's lineup has been the 8-hole hitter Wood. Pitch from Thompson. Locates there for strike 1. So after Perush was hit by pitch, Barcina had a leadoff single to start this inning. Now there's runners first and second for Bob Jones. This is driven to center field. Graves is there for out number 2. Jonathan Graves, who pinch hit for Atkinson and now manning the center field spot. That'll bring up Chad Bain. Now batting the second baseman number 1, Chad Bain. Bruins down to their final out. Bain 1 for 3 on the day. Thompson trying to finish this thing off for the Tornadoes. This is ripped foul, just foul. And with 2 runners aboard, that may have been trouble, as it was hit to that part of the field where extra bases typically occur, but just foul. Brevard 5, Bob Jones 0. Thompson with 2 outs. The pitch. This is popped up. Vasquez calls for it and makes the play. And the Tornadoes will take the 5-0 win. And the Tornadoes win. Your final score from Gilcone Field, Brevard 5, Bob Jones 0. Brevard 5 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. Bob Jones 0 runs, 9 hits on 3 errors. Jacob Thompson, the winning pitcher, a complete game, 9 innings pitched of shutout baseball. Want to thank everyone for supporting Brevard College baseball all season long. Regular season finale is what you just witnessed here at Gilcone Field. And appreciate all the support all year long. Stay tuned to bctornadoes.com for updates and information as the season progresses. Your final score, once again for the final time, Tornadoes win, Brevard 5, Bob Jones 0. So your final score here at Gilcone Field, the Tornadoes able to take the 5-0 victory. Cannot understate the performance we witnessed from freshman Jacob Thompson. A complete game, a shutout, allowing 9 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. He did it in 104 pitches, 72 strikes, 14 flyouts, 7 ground balls. And Jacob Thompson, the freshman from Gray, Georgia, Jones County High School. This is one that'll be remembered here at Brevard College for a long time. That's an impressive, folks, to say the least, first start by the freshman on the mound. Tornadoes runs, they scored 5 of them. A 2 RBI single by Frankie Vasquez back in the first inning. That scored Burchett and Clark to give the Tornadoes a 2-0 lead. Zach Allison had an RBI single in the bottom of the 4th. An RBI triple by Logan Clark in the bottom of the 7th. And then a sacrifice fly RBI by Ayler that scored Clark also in that bottom of the 7th. Those 2 insurance runs in the bottom of the 7th gave the Tornadoes the 5-run advantage. And the Tornadoes shut down Bob Jones throughout the game. Impressive, not just on the pitching side of things from Thompson, but also turned a couple key double plays, some other key defensive plays as well. And then the Tornado bats were opportunistic when they needed it. A 2-for-4 day from Logan Clark with 2 runs scored and an RBI, the triple. 1-for-3 for Blake Burchett. He had 2 runs scored. Tristan Robinson, 1-for-3. And a run scored as well. And Zach Allison had an RBI on a 1-for-4 day. Couple stolen bases as well. Logan Clark, Blake Burchett extending his nation's lead in the stolen base department. And Tristan Robinson as well. But the big story today, Jacob Thompson, the freshman for the Tornadoes, 9 innings pitched, and he gets the win. Thompson, his first career victory comes in this performance as well. So Thompson improves his record to 1-1. And the Tornadoes get win number 21. Now 21-15 on the season. And we'll see what's next. We'll be watching the USA South Conference standings and scores throughout the weekend. There's a game scheduled in non-conference action at Roanoke, a doubleheader on Sunday. There's a possibility for a game at Huntington, which would be a makeup game if necessary for those USA South Conference standings. There's still a lot to transpire here in the coming days. So your best bet, stay tuned to bctornadoes.com and also at BC Tornadoes on social media, where we'll keep you appraised of the latest and whatever's official for the Tornadoes. Well, want to thank you, NATO Nation, and the audience for checking us out all year long. This was our regular season finale here at Gilcone Field. One more shout out to the seniors who played in their final game and had a special pregame ceremony on Sunday, but this was their final regular season game here at Gilcone Field. Jack Atkinson, Christian Ezel, Jason Jucker, and Matthew Scavato. So congratulations to that outstanding group as well. So your final score here as the Tornadoes end the regular season home schedule on a high note. Brevard 5, Bob Jones 0. Go Tornadoes.